Have you ever noticed how some people seem to make steady financial progress without constantly talking about it, while others openly share every promotion, savings milestone, investment plan, or financial setback? Those who quietly build wealth often keep much of their financial life private. This isn't necessarily because they're trying to be mysterious. In many cases, they understand that information can influence how others treat them, negotiate with them, or even judge their decisions. Financial privacy isn't about hiding success or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about recognizing that not every detail of your money belongs in every conversation. The script explores this idea by arguing that silence, when used wisely, can become a form of protection rather than secrecy.
The first lesson is to avoid revealing your exact income. The moment people know precisely what you earn, they naturally begin adjusting their expectations. Friends may assume you can always afford expensive outings. Relatives might expect greater financial support, and even business contacts may negotiate differently because they believe they understand your financial capacity. Instead of offering exact numbers, it's often wiser to keep conversations general, unless you're dealing with someone who genuinely requires that information, such as a tax professional, lender, or legal advisor. Your salary is personal information, not something that needs to become part of your public identity. The script also advises against discussing personal debt in detail.
Everyone faces financial challenges at different stages of life, whether through mortgages, student loans, business investments, or unexpected expenses. Sharing these struggles with trusted professionals or close confidants can be helpful, but broadcasting them widely may unintentionally affect how others perceive your stability. People may begin making assumptions about your reliability or negotiating position based on information that tells only part of your financial story. Rather than making debt a defining characteristic, the script encourages focusing on solving the problem quietly while seeking support only from people who can genuinely help.
Another important point centers on savings and net worth. Knowing that someone has accumulated significant savings can sometimes change relationships in subtle ways. Some people may expect financial favors, while others may compare themselves or quietly develop feelings of envy. In professional settings, revealing that you're financially comfortable could even affect negotiations, since others may assume you have less urgency or flexibility. Keeping your savings private allows your financial cushion to serve its intended purpose, providing security and freedom rather than becoming a topic of discussion or comparison. The script next emphasizes keeping financial goals private until meaningful progress has been made. Many people enjoy sharing ambitious plans such as buying property, starting a business, or reaching a certain investment milestone. While encouragement can be valuable, public declarations often invite criticism, doubt, or unsolicited advice before any real work has been completed. Some psychological studies have suggested that announcing goals publicly can create a premature sense of accomplishment, reducing motivation to follow through. Instead of talking extensively about future plans, the script recommends allowing completed results to speak for themselves. Financial struggles deserve similar discretion. Difficult periods happen to nearly everyone, but sharing those struggles with the wrong audience may expose vulnerabilities that others consciously or unconsciously use against you. During salary negotiations, business discussions, or even everyday interactions, knowledge of someone's financial pressure can influence how they're treated. That doesn't mean facing challenges alone. Rather, it means choosing trusted advisors, supportive family members, financial professionals, or close friends whose advice is genuinely intended to help instead of satisfy curiosity. Selective openness is very different from complete secrecy. The discussion then turns to investment strategies and business plans. In competitive environments, timing and execution matter. Sharing every investment idea or business opportunity before taking action may encourage others to pursue similar opportunities or influence your own confidence through constant outside opinions. Many experienced investors and entrepreneurs prefer discussing strategies after they've already been implemented, not because they're unwilling to share knowledge, but because premature exposure can complicate execution. Quiet preparation often provides more flexibility than public announcements. Finally, the script explores a less obvious point: avoiding the need to advertise financial discipline.
People who consistently budget, invest, avoid unnecessary debt, and live below their means sometimes become viewed as the responsible person within their social circles. That reputation can bring additional expectations, such as covering group expenses, lending money, or constantly offering financial advice. The message isn't to hide good habits, but to practice them without making them part of your public image. Financial discipline is most powerful when it becomes a personal habit rather than a performance for others to observe. Throughout the script, references to Niccolò Machiavelli are used to reinforce the theme that information is closely tied to influence and control. While some of the historical quotations are adapted to support the narrative, the broader message is that strategic restraint often creates advantages in both personal and professional life. At the same time, it's important to balance this perspective with situations where openness is appropriate. Honest financial conversations with spouses, trusted business partners, licensed advisors, or institutions that require disclosure remain essential. Privacy should never replace transparency, where trust, ethics, or legal obligations exist.
In the end, the central takeaway is simple. Not every financial detail needs to be shared.
Your income, savings, debts, future plans, investment strategies, and personal financial habits are valuable pieces of information that deserve thoughtful consideration before being disclosed. Protecting that information isn't about arrogance or isolation. It's about maintaining flexibility, reducing unnecessary judgment, and allowing your actions to carry more weight than your words. Real financial progress is often built quietly through consistent decisions made over time. When the results eventually become visible, they speak far more loudly than any announcement ever could.